Hey there, YouTubers. CJ Productions 1996 here. Today, I got a pretty cool video for you. This is on my never-ending Make My Gun Lighter series here. Actually, this is the only thing to make it lighter. Make it more EDC-able. This is a Smith & Wesson 637 J-frame that I love. I've carried this every single day with me for the past 4-ish years. This is like the third handgun or fourth handgun I bought, and I haven't changed since I got this. So I'll empty it, and I carry these nasty plus P rounds. I forget what they are, to be honest. They're like gold sabers or something. But this is a 637. You could tell I've done some stuff to it. I have bobbed the hammer, which is nice. I like the no hammer spur catching. But I also like that if in the future I get something else, maybe a 357 snub nose, I can throw my original hammer back on here with a spur. This one's a part, like a replacement part that I cut. I didn't cut my original one. I can throw the original one with a spur on there, and it'll be normal again. Another difference here is the serrated trigger I bought off of a kind man on eBay. So he helped me with figuring out which model number and what part number I needed for said model. So that was also very nice. That's pretty much all I've done to it, is just bobbed and trigger. So this is basically the last outstanding part that I can swap. This is a titanium cylinder. So still 5 rounds. This is a 357 Magnum, but will shoot 33 special, obviously. So this is also a drop-in part for their like super light series or whatever it's called. So this was $140 on Midway USA, and it should just be a drop-in replacement. So it is obnoxiously light. It's pretty cool, actually. It feels like aluminum, which is very cool. But this is a 357. Now, you can't shoot 357 out of this, maybe once or twice, until your frame explodes. But this is for their 357 Magnum gun. So what you need to do... Oh, no, I didn't. I was going to say I forgot my screwdrivers. But I have it right here. This is my nice little kit here that I paid like $4 for on, I think, like TikTok or something. But I use this little set all the time. So you'll grab your little flathead, if this will cooperate here with me. It's not really doing that. See, guys, I'm a gunsmith. Oh my God, I had it. I almost had it. There we go. That's about the size you need. And we will take the driver itself out. So you make sure your gun is clear, obviously. Take your shells out. That screw right there. So that screw is lefty-loosey, righty-tighty. Screw. I'm getting really good angles of my hands here. That could be a hand model like Willem Dafoe. Not Willem Dafoe. David Duchovny in... what's that movie? Zoolander. So this one comes out with a little detent. You just put that aside. That will give you flip this back over, and you can pull out your crane here. Easy as that. So the thing with this is, people on the internet claim, these FUDs on the internet claim, that you're introducing backlash and wobble and all this other jazz to your gun if you take away this original cylinder. All these guns are hand-fitted timepieces that weren't put together on some assembly line by some machine, and that's kind of half right. They were, but they're definitely not handmade bespoke guns. They're obviously parts are given so that you can, if something breaks, you can change it. So we take 5 empty shells. Now that is to support this star. Now it honestly doesn't give that great support, but this is what the people on the internet claim. So, because we're gonna swap this star for this onto the new one and then put the new one in. This will ruin and destroy your gun. It will actually destroy all time and space. Not as if it wasn't made in the same factory, but whatever. So we're gonna do that. Then we take some tape. We don't want to mess up our knurling because, you know, we're cool like that. You're gonna put this around your knurl in here. Scoop. And this is reverse thread. So if we look on this, if I can bring this up here. Come on, baby. If you look, this is reverse thread. It is righty-loosey, lefty-tighty. So you can just tell the way that the threads are slanted because they're interrupted, obviously, also. That's another thing. Come on, phone. You can do it. I have faith in you, phone. You can just tell because of the way that it is. And also, if you look at the way that the thread starts and spin it and say, well, if I spin this way, which is left, counterclockwise, it will tighten. So to loosen, I must spin the other way, which is, oops, don't drop your bullets out, your casings. So it's gonna feel wrong to twist this right hand. And I actually wanna see if this is tight, how tight this is. So that it was not super tight, which is fine. It's fine. And just be aware, this is under spring tension. Oh, I was spinning it. I was tightening it. So we're gonna spin it righty-tighty, or righty-loosey, sorry. And it's gonna come shooting off, so just be careful. Not shooting off, but you get the idea. So we've got tube, outer tube. We've got big spring, or well, little spring. We have this little nubbin, big spring, and then star. I like to call it a star. It's really the extractor, but you know how I do. And then the extractor. Oof, this is grimy, guys. Oh, she's on there. Freaking real grimed up. This is... It is definitely heavier. No doubt about it. No doubt it. If I had a Coke scale, I would show you, but it's noticeably heavier. Will that translate to a lighter gun noticeably? Maybe. So we're gonna go reverse now. We will go star on. Don't forget your shells. Five shells. Then we will go spring, blammo. We will go little piston, sticky piston. And that's just cylindrical, that doesn't matter, there's no clocking for that. Then we will go other spring on the inside here. Boop. Then this, which will go lefty. We will turn left. We will push on it and spin till it catches. And we will continue to spin. Just make sure you are not cross-threading this, you know. It is a very fine thread. And you could probably put some Loctite on there if you want. I'm not gonna tell, guys, I promise. So we're bottomed out. We will hold with our left hand. We're holding these shell casings in. Grab under this knurl. We're not trying to rip it off. We're not trying to break it. I'd say that's enough. My gunsmithing hands, that feels like enough. We're gonna take our shells out. This runs nice. It's not crazy tight or anything. We can then No, wrong way. Tee-hee. I'm a gunsmith, guys. Don't worry. We can then put our, like that lock up, flip her back over, screw back in. Righty-tighty on this one. Just careful if you don't want to scratch or finish. I don't care if I do. You know, it's a gun. It's a tool. It's not a toy. Or a, you know, I'm not going to like any gun shows with it, like a car show or something. This I'm going to put, not like super tight, but tight enough. Look at that. It is noticeably lighter. Especially doing that. That's noticeable. So we'll see, not any crazy, doesn't look crazy out of line. Tip 1 of gunsmithing, always look directly down the barrel. We're going to see if it indexes. It does. Actually, before you do that, make sure that your gun is empty. Works for me. I can go shoot this weekend. Honestly, I could just shoot this out my back door right now. We're going to lock it. It's pretty stiff. I could put an indicator on this and see, but I didn't really check before, to be honest. So, and this is about as wiggly, if not less wiggly, than the other one, the stock one. And there's no crazy gap or anything up there. That is pretty dope. That is a drop-in cylinder, I will say. I could oil all that stuff that I could oil this because it is a little... It's definitely a different feeling. It feels more like aluminum, like anodized aluminum, rather than the nice steel. But yeah, nothing crazy. Nothing binding. When I did put this trigger in, that was binding a little bit. I had to cram it through. I had to cycle it pretty hard first couple rounds. But other than that, it works fine now. That was just, again, it's just a mass-produced part, you know? It's not a watch part. And the people that say they are either don't work in manufacturing and don't know what they're talking about, or they're just stupid fuds. Yeah, I mean, that's a gun. That's a wheel gun. So this is the only video that I'm aware of on YouTube for a J-frame cylinder swap. I couldn't find anything else on J-frames specifically. They were all for the bigger guns. It was nice that this came with this, so I could double check that it was reverse thread, left-handed thread. So you basically just change out only the cylinder, your extractor, extraction rod, extracting star, all that stuff is the same. You could probably put this in there, but you wouldn't hear the end of it from all the FUDs on Snub Noir Facebook group. I didn't hear the end of it when I bogged my hammer. You know, I'm gonna get light strikes from that. All the weight is gone. It's like, brother, it's the spring that gives you the power to hit that. It's not the weight of the inertia of the hammer. But anyway, some FUDs will be FUDs. That's a known fact. You can keep this. I have all my stock parts still. I have the stock hammer and I have the stock trigger. They're all useless to me unless I retire from carrying this and carry something else. So that is my new J-frame. Let's see then. Again, this does not make your gun 357 Magnum. It will once or twice, but I wouldn't carry it like that. First thing you want to do is drop bullets around. Boom. Next is titanium bullets. I'm going to get titanium lightweight bullets. Next is titanium barrel. We're going all titanium gun. No. That's it. That's all you need. You need pliers, flathead, and some tape. And you're done. And 10 minutes of your time. So if you guys have any questions or comments, you can leave them down below. Rate, comment, subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching, guys.